Hello and welcome to Thursday. I swear one day my voice will get better. It's January 2nd. And, well, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a couple days. Um, Actually, since yesterday, we needed to talk about this because I spent the bulk of the day doing something quite unplanned. Um, that and just a couple of things went kind of crazy over the past few days. So on Monday, I believe, I was browsing a website that I've been known to browse on occasion, and that would be the Counterintuitive Record Store. I own a lot of records by Counterintuitive, and looking here, I don't think there are any on the shelf because why would there be? No, there is. There is a record here. There are a couple records here. I can't show one of them, but I can show this one, I believe. Yes. Ugh. There we go. Okay. So this is Florida Guild. I talked about this record before, if I remember. Link in one of those corners. But this is on the side here. It says Counterintuitive 104, apparently. And then there's another. They're self-titled. This is by Bay Faction. Their first album, which should be CR, like their first ever release, which I can't show because of nudity, but those are the two that are right here, I believe. What is this? What is this record? Oh, yes, those are the only two that I have that are here. More scattered throughout the room. I've talked about the band Just Friends, Prince Daddy and the Hyena. There's a couple bands that I've been jamming out to that are from that label. And, well, Origami Angel too. Origami Angel's another one. I was browsing the website on Monday, and I was checking out the roster. Actually, can I do that right now? It's if I go to counterintuitiverecords.com and I click this button that says roster. You can scroll down and you'll see a band with a very fun name called Insignificant Other. And I think on the main page as well, you'll see the band here. Right here. Insignificant Other is featured. So I've seen them on the store quite a few times. And I clicked through on Monday. And then I saw this image of the band. And I was immediately drawn into just like looking more into the band. So I saw what they had. They have one album, and it's called I'm So Glad I Feel This Way About You. I ordered this just moments ago, so you're in for a ride. So I went feral over Insignificant Other in a way that I don't think I have ever gone kind of crazy over band for before. With Just Friends, when I discovered them back in April, I think it was. Within the week I had the discography. Speaking of, as part of that order, I ordered Just Friends' debut record, Rock to the Rhythm, so that should be here in a timely manner as well. Actually, did I... Please don't tell me that... Hold up. Just Friends, Rock to the Rhythm. Please don't tell me that they had a CD. They didn't. Okay, good. Alright. Good. I always like to order CDs along with the vinyls I order, but this should be fine. So I wrote up a whole article about my experience. So link down below, but I'll also kind of just relay the story here. So discovered the band on the 30th, listened to the album a couple of times, and honestly, it's like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10 at tops. There's some interesting songs on here. I won't go too into details. I didn't even go too into details here. I think I might do a write up at some point, but that's some point in the future. So, I listened to this album maybe a couple times on Monday, and then as I was cooking, some pasta for New Year's Eve, I was listening to some podcasts, and that reminds me I need to write a reminder down for something. I will. What am I doing? What is the reminder? What is the reminder? Uh, okay. Um, so I was listening to some podcasts, and after listening to those podcasts, this album started itching at me, and I gave it a listen some more. And there are some. It's an okay record, right? 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's not horrible, but it's good. It's good. So I gave it a listen some more, and then on the drive over to my cousin's, I listened to it again. Um, Another album came up when I was in Spotify. I was one of the suggestions that had it's like not even suggested albums for you. It was like what is it? it there was a one row that said like future funk or something, and immediately when I uh saw that, I was like, huh, that's weird. So I clicked on the first album, which is Neo Geo FM by Zai Cohen. Fine album. I didn't get all the way through it because again I was listening to Insignificant Others, and I need to go through listen to this album again because it was fun. Um, but I just kept listening to this album, and it's consuming me so much to the degree that is crazy. Um, I think why I enjoy it so much is because it's not perfect. It's rough around the edges, and that speaks to me on a different level, right? It hits you in different ways that you're not expecting. One track, you'll have this power punk, pop punk kind of song that has incredible production, and then other tracks you'll have that are kind of blown out with the vocals, and it's weird. And the lead singer, um, Simona Morales, she does some interesting things with her voice. She goes to a deeper register, gets kind of whiny with it, and it's different. Then you'll have some tracks that she sings that are haunting in such a way that, I don't know, again, is different. They're taking you on a journey throughout different songs, through wildly varying emotions and feelings and genres almost, and it's well done. It's not perfectly. It's done pretty well. Um, and I think that's what's just been eating away. It's not great. It's good, but not great. And that's what's just been kind of, I don't know. It's been doing something to me. So when you load up Spotify and you go to Insignificant Other, you'll see that they only have the one album. They have another single with Ska Network, who I haven't listened to a bunch. But speaking of, in my Bandcamp, so Counterintuitive does this really cool thing. For only $1, you can get their entire discography. So that's what I did. I paid $1 finally. I've been told by friends to do this for such a long time, but I just order for $1. You can get every single album of theirs, and as part of that, you can get Insignificant Others. I'm so glad I feel this way about you. So I immediately made that purchase yesterday when I was in the car, and picked it up, and I've been listening to it so much yesterday, and so much today, and so much. Whew. Yesterday was a whole thing though, because on their Spotify, again they only have 2 songs. You'll notice that they only have 8,300 listeners, and that's a pretty low number. Understandable because they only have one album; they're not that big. But if you go to any song here, again, Brush is probably one of my favorites. Un mensage. I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. It's like a message. Uh, None of these have lyrics. There's no lyrics here because why would there be, right? It's a small band, and that bothered me to such a degree because if you go to the band's Spotify, I need to look this up. Insignificant Other, bandcamp.com, thank you. You can just tap on one of these here and see the lyrics. They're also on Genius as well, but I took it upon myself to make an account for Music's Match, which is the service that Spotify uses, and I believe YouTube Music and maybe Apple Music as well, to generate lyrics so that they're in time with the songs. So I made an account, and I spent a couple hours yesterday just syncing up, like refining the lyrics that are on the Bandcamp, fixing them up so that they match what they are in this track. Because they're not perfect, but they're close enough. And then lining it up with the lyrics and the music and making sure all of that works. And for some reason, I can't do it for the first 3 tracks. So Heather's, Brushes, and the title track, I'm So Glad I Feel This Way About You. I can't adjust those lyrics, so that sucks, but it's fine, I guess. So after spending hours doing that yesterday, I pushed it out. Hopefully we'll see it on Spotify. I doubt it's going to be there anytime soon. I also made some adjustments to other songs that have been bothering me. I need to do more because there have been some that have been bothering me. But yeah, it was really neat to be able to do that, and hopefully I can get those out there because that'd be so sick. So yeah, I went kind of insane yesterday doing that. And then today, I went through the bands. So if you go through their music, maybe is this? Yep, you can see that they have 4 other albums, EPs. One is just a demo of the title track off the other record, and then you have the 2015 EP, which has 5 songs. You have Alphabet Soup, which was made over the course of 1 month, which is like 22 songs, and you get these have a couple demos from the album as well. So you have Bittersweetness, Fly Swatter, and I think that might be just it for this. Yeah, for this one. And then for bullshit I made on GarageBand. You have covers, Prince Daddy Hyena, you have a Carly Rae Jepsen cover, you have America's Next Top Best Friend, which is on the record proper, Freya as well, and then some more covers. The World's a Beautiful Place and I'm Not Afraid to Die, covered by from Gwen Stefani and Selena Gomez. Just some really, really good stuff here. So downloaded all of those, and now they're on my phone. Insignificant Other. Got all the tracks here. And I've been listening to this all day. And it's so good. And then I spent maybe the last 2 hours or so just writing. Just writing. Exploring what the band has to offer. Watching some of their live shows. This one that's in the post. It's so good. They only have one album, and that at the live shows you see the same songs over and over again. But it's nice to kind of just experience that. I think I've watched almost all of the live videos that they have to offer, which isn't a lot, but it's I just found myself going crazy over this band for whatever reason. Simona, if you're watching this, I love your music. It's so good. Um, Again, supposedly they're having another album coming out this year, which I'm looking so forward to. Um, but in a couple days, this record will be at my doorstep. Hopefully, one day I can pick up a CD if they're ever back in New York. I'll be sure to go see them live because oh my gosh, this it's a really cool band. I just find myself really entranced by a lot of these songs. They hit kind of close to home, more than you would think, right? Af- I always do this on with some music with like the first listen or two. You don't unless you're like really paying attention. You're not really jiving with the meaning. You kind of feel you get the production first, but then as you listen more and more, you start understanding, and it starts getting to you, and it's been getting to me that this album is just there's some really cool tracks on here. If I just go to like brushes and I will not say that a message are just wonderful songs. Freya is haunting. Same with Fly Swatter. It's uh Don't At Me Devon is growing on me for some reason. There's some really like gems here, and uh, I I've just been loving this album. I It might be my top one of the year. I expect it to be on my Spotify Wrapped, honestly, for 2025, and the year has not even started. I mean, I'm recording like it's gonna be there. I know. Can you see it? Yeah, Linda Linda's is definitely on my for last year. Um, Nothing else. What was it? Hamaligan, Pup, Just Friends, and there's one other. Shinben Gumi by Ginger. All those are across the room, but this one is here right now. And as soon as that lands on my doorstep, it's going right here because oh man, it's such a great album, and I will be blasting it for weeks and weeks to come until I either get sick of it or I find something new, and I don't see that happen just yet. So, uh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, I've talked way too much about this little band that I only found out about a couple days ago, and yet it has quite literally taken over my life for a little bit. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna call it for today. It was a lot of fun, um, making good on that promise of writing more about nonsense that I want to write about. This was just something that spur of the moment that I felt I needed to write about. I wanted to do it since yesterday, and spending a couple hours to do that today definitely well worth my time because mm, I'm excited to hear more about this band. It's really fun. Okay, that's what I'm calling for today. So, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then.